Hello, my name is Navigator, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the AEW Unrivaled Series 17 Swerve Strickland figure, and I also have his predecessor sitting right there, so we'll do some comparisons. But this is the new AEW series that is hitting stores. I was very surprised today. On my lunch break, I went over to Walmart, and I was able to find Swerve, Christian, Ricky Starks, and Killswitch. I only grabbed Christian Cage and Swerve for now. I feel like Killswitch, that was kind of the other one I was going to grab, but I was like, you know what? I'll just wait. He's not even on the show right now, and I already have a Luchasaurus. Regardless, though, we're going to be taking a look at the Swerve here. The Christian, I did just film and review, so it should be uploaded alongside this one if you are curious. Although I'm sure this is a great figure, that Christian was incredibly surprising. I mean, I literally have it right here. This is probably my second favorite figure to come out this year from AEW and Jazzwares, aside from the Moxley Supreme. This thing is awesome. Tons of accessories. It looks great, so be sure to go check out that review. And if you are interested in getting that Christian from the AEW Unrivaled Series 17, I would not hesitate. It really, really is an upgrade and an awesome figure. But let's get Swerve out of the packaging. So here you have him in the packaging. I was originally going to keep this one in box. I didn't think I would want to upgrade, but the box on this one was so damaged that I figured I would grab it and grab another one down the line to keep mint in box. I'm a big Swerve fan, so I have him loose and in box already, and I mean from this variant of the figure, and I want the same thing with this. But this one's a little bit different, so maybe we can do some swapping or whatever. Here are some of the other figures that were in the wave. Like I said, I did review Christian, Cope, and Willow. Although they have normal figures, they are also the two chases in this wave. So keep an eye out for them. And we'll open this up right here. Wow, that was actually kind of easy. I only cut the tape. I didn't realize he was going to be that easy, Swerve. But there we have it, the figure out of the box, still in the packaging. Let's get him out of the packaging, and let's see if there's any ties here. Doesn't look like it. He should just be able to push out. We'll get these the fists out of here, and let's see if that will be accurate. And yes, it is. All right, nice. And ooh, this figure even feels different from the other one. Very, very interesting, and some different gear. Honestly, cooler gear. So we're definitely going to be doing some moving around with parts. All right, so let's take a look at those fists really quick. I did notice on that hand his fists are tattooed, or his hands are tattooed, and it is the same in this case, or at least one hand is tattooed. You can see that there. Pretty nice. Can't really get a good look on it with the, what do you call it, the focus on my camera, but that still is really nice. So we have some fisted hands, and then we also have an open hand and kind of the little like Swerve gimmick hand, I guess you could call it. But let's see, there's some gappage here at the top of the thighs, and I'm wondering if that's something we can fix. It doesn't seem to be impeding on the height tremendously, if at all, but let's take a look. So the boots and I guess the kick pad area, the legs are just going to be all black, pure black. But the knee pads, you've kind of got the crosshair there. Maybe a little shout out to his kill shot days. And then on this side, he kind of had this like almost bandana-like, you guys know what I mean when I say bandana-like pattern on the, would that be the right thigh, which is really cool. And then some gold and black on the side with a picture of Swerve with that grill. This is probably right around his his first feud with Hangman era, when he kind of was really rocking that grill hard. Or maybe this is actually after he won the championship, but I'm mad. They need to make a Champ Swerve figure, like for real. They have to have a figure come out with him and the belt, maybe him in that Black Panther gear. Really, that's just money right there. But you can see here on the pants a lot of detail there, especially with that belt. That is nearly realistic looking. That is incredible. And that wraps around to the back, a little bit of white and black kind of clashing on there. Wrist tape that is stippled, or you know, you can kind of feel it there, which is the same with his other figure. Like I said, that open hand, and then his gimmick hand with the tattoos on there, so that is consistent. You've got tattoos in the chest here. A little bit of difference in color between the lower torso and the upper, but not a huge difference. And then the arms here, you've got tattoos on his right. And then finally here we do have a different head sculpt, kind of a grunting or a grimacing Swerve, and we have a different hairstyle, him with that hair in the back kind of tied up. So really quickly, let's do a little comparison. You can see here, this one almost seems a little bit taller, maybe even a little bit slimmer, but honestly, I think the head sculpt on the first one is a lot better. I'm not a fan of this head sculpt, so that's definitely going to get swapped over, but the gear is definitely a lot better. On this Swerve, I had this weird kind of like rickets thing going, where his legs were going outward, but his feet were kind of curling inward. And the gear, although it is cool, it's just, it looks a little too like early Swerve for me to really like it. This is definitely an upgrade for kind of our current Swerve, which, I don't know, is super cool. This figure, though, is definitely an upgrade. Even the tattoo work is a lot better. You can see his belly button. Actually, maybe that's just me, but I don't know. I just feel like the tattoo work is, oh, you know what? No, it's not. Never mind, folks. Check this out. All right, so you can see the torso here. You've got Faith, and that eye, the eye in Faith is directly lined up with his abdominal muscles there. But on this side, the F or the A in Faith is lined up there. So maybe that's just from this specific figure, but there was a misprint there with the tattoos. Really doesn't, you don't notice it at first, but I don't know. And it is a darker skin tone, I will add. This one's a little bit lighter. Maybe not. I don't know. But the legs are definitely an upgrade. So there we go. But folks, I will leave it at that. This is a review of the AEW Series 17 Swerve Strickland figure. Or AEW Unrivaled, I should say Series 17. But I will leave it there. As always, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.